So what we're going to do today is we're going to take all those patterns that you learn in the key of C major and we're going to move those around in the different keys. I'm going to show you how to do that. So let me bring the camera down and let's go ahead and get going on it. Okay, so we're going to take a look at pattern 3. And here it is right here. There's two versions of it. There's this one where you're shifting. And there's this other one where your finger's staying right there in the 5th fret. And that's the one that we're going to use to move around the neck. And it's just easier than doing two separate ones and have to explain everything over again, applying it to the second version. So we're going to just use this one version. Now, hopefully you've done this, but remember how we did the 1 octave A natural minor and the 1 octave C major scales? Well, we're going to use that to help us with moving all the scale patterns all around the neck. Now, if you're not familiar with this third pattern, you don't have good down very well, you don't have the 1 octave scales down within that pattern down well, then go back to that lesson. Don't jump onto this right yet. Go back to that lesson and work on that. So let's go ahead and review those 1 octave scales. So you've seen the full pattern. Now let's take our 1 octave A natural minor scale. Starting A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. This is the first octave. Second octave, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So there's our A natural minor. Now we just play the same scale again, but we're starting on a C. And we play that C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. There's the first octave. Here's the second octave. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. There's two 1 octave C major scales. So these are going to be important for when we move around the neck. So, so this pattern right here, this pattern is actually both our C major scale pattern and also our A natural minor scale pattern. So we can actually call this pattern, we can name it by 2 different names. It's all depending on which note we're focusing around. So if we're focusing around the A's, then that is going to be our A natural minor. You know, if we're playing around. Then yeah, that's going to be, we're going to consider our A natural minor scale. And then if we go C to C, focus around that, then, or C, C, oh sorry, C, C, and C. We're focusing around that, then we consider this the C major scale. So now, how do we move this around the neck? Well, we're going to use these 2 notes to help us out. So I'm going to start out with minor. Let's take a look at the minor scales. So we're in a key of A natural minor. Now I can take this whole pattern, move it over somewhere else, say right here, and I play it here. It's the same exact thing I played over here. I just took that whole thing. You know, my index finger is now on the D. Play the same exact pattern. That is my D, because this is your D note. E, F, G, A, B, C, D. I play that same exact pattern, but my index finger is now on the D. That is my D natural minor scale. I take my index finger, go over, say, right here, an F, play the exact same pattern. Guess what that is? That would be your F natural minor scale. It doesn't matter where you go. You just go anywhere and you just play that pattern. Then that's your, whatever you're on, this happens to be B, your B natural minor scale. It's really simple as that. That's how you can play your different natural minor scales. And it'll apply with the rest of the patterns too, but we'll get to that. So then now, in this pattern right here, where was our major, our tone for our major scale? Where do we start on? Right here on our pinky. So it's the same pattern as we were just playing, but instead of starting here, we're going to go A, B, C. We're starting with our pinky. Well, guess what? We can move around the neck with this also. So now take our pinky, bring it up to the E. We play that same pattern. Remember, it will be this same thing, but we're starting on the pinky. So here's our C major pattern. And if we add in those other notes, that's on the E. So that's now my E major scale pattern. I bring my pinky down to, say, A. Play that same exact pattern. Again, we're leaving these two notes out, starting on this one. So he goes. What note is that? That's an A. So that's our A major pattern. Now, if I were to go down here, two more notes, I started out here instead of here, and I play through the same scale. Guess what? This is an F sharp, so that would be my F sharp natural minor scale. So you kind of getting that? You just play this pattern no matter where you play it. You know, you just jump anywhere, and then say right here, if I play that full scale, I start on my pointer, that's going to be the minor scale. If I play the same scale, but I start with my pinky, that's going to be my major scale. And it's really just as simple as that. So, what I would like you to do is now do the same thing. Randomly jump around, play that scale, and then be able to identify, what it is, what the major, what major key you're in, and what minor key you're in. So you could just go ahead and play the scale somewhere, and then start with your pinky and say, okay, that's major, and do the same scale, start with your pointer, that's minor, but then start mixing them up. So go over and find another area in the neck, start with your pinky and go through that and say, okay, that's my whatever minor, whatever major, rather, because when you use your pinky, that's the major scale. So you figure out whatever major scale, depending on what note your pinky is on, and then move to another area, maybe start with your pointer, and then play through that pattern, and then name that natural minor scale. Again, based on wherever your index finger is, whatever note your index finger is sitting on. So Yes. So do that, get familiar with that, be able to play that pattern 3 all over the neck and be able to name the what major or minor key it's in. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just keep on moving. All right, we'll see you in the next lesson.